Daniel's visions. What they actually teach. Daniel actually reveals when we let Scripture interpret Scripture instead of inserting modern prophetic systems like dispensationalism or futurism. Let's go deeper. Here's a clear overview of Daniel's visions, what they really point to, and how they contrast with common end times teachings. Daniel's visions, what they actually teach. 1. The focus is on empires, not the end of the world. Daniel's visions, chapters 2, 7, 8, and 11 especially, consistently describe successive world empires: Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome. These are historical political kingdoms, not symbolic of future global systems or the Antichrist running a one-world government in our time. Example: Daniel 2. The statue of gold, silver, brass, iron, and clay. These are successive kingdoms, ending in Rome represented by the legs of iron. The stone that destroys the statue, Daniel 2:34, 35, 44, is Christ's kingdom, not set up after some modern rapture, but already inaugurated and eternal. 2. The time of the end is for Daniel's people. Daniel 12:1 speaks of a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Jesus directly references this in Matthew 24:21, saying that time would come upon that generation, tied to the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Daniel 12:7 says, "When he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished." That's not the global church, that's Israel. The scattering happened after Rome destroyed Jerusalem. 3. Daniel sees the coming of the Son of Man, not a future rapture. Daniel 7:13-14 shows one like the Son of Man coming to the Ancient of Days, not from heaven to earth. This is Christ's ascension and exaltation, where he receives the kingdom, not a rapture or earthly reign. Fulfilled at the resurrection and ascension, confirmed by Revelation 5 where the Lamb takes the scroll. 4. The judgment in Daniel is corporate, not final. The judgment scenes in Daniel, especially Daniel 7:10 and 12:1-2, are not the great white throne judgment of Revelation 20. Daniel 12:2. Many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame. This is not necessarily a picture of the final universal resurrection, but a resurrection of consequence for Israel at a time of national judgment. Compare this to Revelation 20, where the great white throne judgment happens after Satan is released and destroyed, the heavens and earth flee away, and the book of life is opened. That is a universal final judgment. Conclusion. Many teachers absolutely right to say that Daniel's visions are more about Israel's fall, Rome's rise, and the transition into the everlasting kingdom, not a map of modern end times events. It's about the Messiah, his exaltation, and how God judges and redeems through that transition, not an end-of-the-world tribulation chart.